Thomas, a small blue tank engine with a cheery whistle and big dreams, rolled along the tracks toward Sodor. He'd heard stories of the bustling railways, grand engines, and, most importantly, of the work that lay ahead of him. His ambition? To become a really useful engine. Upon his arrival, Thomas was greeted by Sir Topham Hatt, the railway director. Sir Topham Hatt explained the importance of being reliable, responsible, and helpful to all engines on the railway. With excitement shining in his eyes, Thomas nodded eagerly. He was ready to get to work, though he quickly learned it would be harder than he thought. Thomas was initially assigned simple jobs delivering coal, pulling empty freight cars, and learning to navigate Sodor's busy tracks. Each day, he watched in awe as big engines like Gordon and James thundered down the lines with heavy passenger trains. He tried to talk to them, hoping to impress them, but they often brushed him off. "You're only a small tank engine," Gordon would huff. "It takes more than enthusiasm to be really useful." Determined, Thomas worked harder. He took every opportunity to prove himself, pushing through challenges with a smile, though some of the bigger engines still weren't convinced. One foggy morning, Thomas was given a chance to work at the shunting yard. He was thrilled. But as he bustled about, sorting trucks and moving cars, he accidentally caused a collision. Freight cars derailed, and the yard became a mess. Thomas felt terrible, worried he'd never become a really useful engine now. But Sir Topham Hatt didn't scold Thomas. Instead, he offered kind advice. "Thomas, every engine makes mistakes. What matters is that you learn from them and keep trying." Thomas felt better, realizing that he didn't have to be perfect right away. With renewed focus, he vowed to learn and grow, even if it took time. One stormy night, a big passenger train was stranded on the main line. Gordon, who was supposed to pull the train, had broken down, and no other engine was nearby. Without hesitation, Thomas volunteered to help. With all his strength, Thomas chugged through the rain to the stranded passengers. Though small, he was determined. He carefully pulled the train back to the station, never faltering in his effort. He arrived, everyone cheered for Thomas's bravery. Sir Topham Hatt smiled warmly and said, "Thomas, you've shown true courage and dedication. You've proven that even a small engine can be really useful." From that day on, Thomas became a valued member of the railway family. He learned that being a really useful engine wasn't about size or strength, but about heart and perseverance. And though he was still small, he had a big role to play on Sodor, one that made him prouder every day.